Hey, what's up? It's Alex.
Hey, what's up? It's Ryan, and
Welcome to the Pucking Panthers podcast, where we don't give a puck.
All right, so preseason's over. Hockey season's finally here. There's
Today.
NHL games literally going on.
by the time we film this,
By the
will
time
be
we,
game.
by the time we put it up,
post this,
NHL games
it
will have
will
been played.
Panthers game day. It's
Yeah,
going out
it'll-
tomorrow.
exactly.
Prime time, baby.
So we're just gonna do this quick episode here to kind of talk about a little bit about like the last final cuts, the preseason ending, and some predictions that we think of like the top players.
Any cuts surprise you?
Yeah, Owen Tippett.
Let's chat
I mean,
Owen.
these are my cats. I watch every game, even the preseason.
Yep, my cats, baby.
Even the preseason, and I gotta say, maybe Tippett wasn't as noticeable as you would hope in the first couple of scrimmages and the first maybe preseason games that he played. But those last 3 games that he played in the preseason, he, to me, was the most noticeable player. I think he had like 3 goals in like 4 of the last games. He didn't even play in one of them, so I don't really know if my stats are correct 100% there, but he still looked great. I think he was all over. He was deking around NHL bona fide players. I know it's the preseason.
And what's the reason then that he's down? I don't know.
The only thing I can think of is
He
the
doesn't
waivers.
have it.
No,
Doesn't
it's not
have
that. It's the waiver situation because he's the only one who can go down to the AHL without getting claimed on waivers. And Hunt stayed. Malgin obviously stayed
Who cares
because
if
we
they
just
take
stayed.
Malgin? No offense.
Yeah, but that's
No,
what we
your boy.
think.
No, that's your boy.
I don't
That's your
care
boy.
about Malgin. But I'm just saying, that's to me the only reason why I think we'll see Owen Tippett this year. I think
if we
we're going to see
don't,
him back.
It's for me. I think it's a little disappointing that he's not up. You know, first round
Yeah.
pick, and he's 20 something.
20. Just 20.
Okay, 20. I don't know. Drafted pretty high. I would think he's ready, but clearly not. If he's not up by game 20 something, that's not good.
I don't think it's because he's not ready. I just don't think it's.
But like
because
you
of
play your best players. I don't know.
Obviously,
he's
not
not-
money is involved in waivers.
If he's not better than Malgin, that's scary too.
I think Malgin just had a lock because of the
But
situation
Malgin,
with
he's
him.
never done anything for me.
I know, that's what I'm saying, but they're not going to just send him down because
He doesn't move the needle.
he's a potential for another team to take him and send him down.
Please take him.
I know, I don't know. That's
He's
the only
just-
thing I
he's
can
just-
think of.
He's like the guy that's just there on our team. Like
Yeah.
whatever.
Like he loses the puck. So
Like I don't hate anyone on the team right now, but that'll change by game 10. So probably Malgin. If he's always need a scapegoat.
Anyone else? Have you watched any of the last preseason games?
Couple.
Bobrovsky looked great in the last game.
I don't care about preseason.
I know, but it was a goalie battle. Vasilevsky and
surprised.
Bobrovsky didn't let in one goal
I'm
until
surprised.
shootout. So Vasilevsky won one.
Tell me something I don't know.
I know.
I know the goalies will be fine.
So
I
he
know
looks
my
good.
cats. Any other cuts? What do you think?
Everything else is pretty expected. I mean, Riley Stillman, I think, looks great. I think he's going to be a defenseman next year. I think we have to try to push Pysyk out of here. And Brown made the team. I'm very happy about that because I liked him a lot last year. And I'm happy he's on the team this year. And it looks like first game during the practice, it looks like Pysyk is the seventh defenseman. And Brown is being with Yandel. And I like that in the preseason because Brown was back there in position. Okay. Can I just bring this up?
I'm going to say it.
Can I just bring this up? Can I just bring this up?
Go ahead.
Why do I feel more confident and safe when players like Riley Stillman and Josh Brown are out on defense over Matheson and Ekblad? Why? Because
let me tell you,
I don't understand why they are so out of position all the time and why they it's like
all right.
These other players are rookies and all they do is just stay in position. The other ones just try to push and make a play so
Let
badly.
me segue this into the Panthers point predictions and all that stuff. So we tweeted something about one of the TSN guys saying that the reason that we won't make the playoffs is our overpaid defense. Yeah. And someone, STV 1993, responded and said that we have the worst defensive core, like defensively in the league. And so what do you think about that? I don't think it's the worst.
I don't think it's the worst.
It's down there. It's got to be down there.
I think they've had
okay,
a lot
if
of
we don't make the playoffs, what will I think it'll be the defense.
It has to be. I mean,
I'm not confident in our defense at all. Like, I know they can skate and score, but like, shut down. Like, that's why Stroman will probably be huge back there.
That's why I'm saying when I'm watching like Riley Stillman and Brown, who look like they can just be positionally sound, and they just play defense, and they're not trying to jump at you and make a play like a miraculous. Like it seems like every time Ekblad and Matheson are out there, they're either stuck at the end of the boards. I'm just saying, it's like they're stuck at the end of the boards and they lose the puck, or they're trying to make too much of a fancy play, or they're flopping all over the ice, or trying to bounce up and like make some miraculous stick work play to get the puck. Like just stay back, stay in position, and that's it.
Like how the NHL's always been.
Yeah, I mean,
okay, I'm all for. Remember when we did the analytics shit? That's what the Panthers wanted. Their thing was if we have the puck, they don't. That's what they said. If we have the puck on defense, we have skating. But when they have the puck, we can't play defense.
I know.
That what we tried to do, which I think our defense will be a little better this year, because last year we wanted everyone go up, score. We wanted scoring from the defensemen. Now we have a couple more guys that will sit back and not want to jump up into the play and get burnt back.
And also Quenneville's,
that can play in our own zone. We need that.
And also like the way that Quenneville and the coaching staff are making it is that
I don't care.
They're playing more of a loose defensive where they're just in the defense zone and then they're just passing it up to the forwards.
This might not be a short video, but oh well.
I know.
All right, it's the first game, baby. We're pumped. We're chatting. We're chatting.
I had to call out my boy. We're chatting cats. I have to call out my two boys. I mean, I love them, but I don't hate anyone on the Panthers. I want everyone to succeed. I want everyone to be the best hockey player in the world on my team. But I'm gonna call you out, and don't tell me I'm not allowed to talk bad about a player. You know, not you, but like other people.
I think me. I don't care. I'll talk all bad about them all I want, baby. I just think less scoring from less scoring from the defense is fine with me if we're shutting people down, because we always, there's people wide open in front of the net for no reason. You've seen this, like the screenshots where like there's like four guys in the corner and then there's two guys in front. It's like what?
And I'm just saying, and all I'm gonna say is that most of the time it's Ekblad and Matheson in those situations, or Yandel sometimes. I don't think Yandel is as bad.
Those are our three most. Those are our three high-paid defensemen.
I know.
Well, is Matheson high-paid? What does he make?
4.785, something like that.
That's whatever.
4.875.
Yeah. But Yandel and Ekblad are the big boys, and first round.
Now actually Strawman is number 3 at 5.5.
Oh, he's made. Okay,
we give him a lot.
All right, well he better shut some shit down, baby. I'm
down.
pumped for my cats. Let's
We're
go.
Just chatting cats. We're just chatting
cats. All right.
All right. So
NHL.com. Let me start it. Let's bring some good news because you're bashing. NHL.com.
I'm not bashing. I'm just talking real.
There were 20 writers and they did MVP predictions. So first was for the Hart Trophy. First was McDavid. Second was McKinnon. Third was Kucherov. And fourth was Barkov, which is weird to me that we have a player. I know he's not an MVP candidate right now. I don't care about the preseason thing, but that's cool just to be mentioned. Like he's not going to win MVP most likely, but it's cool that there's a Florida Panther being chatted about.
But
don't even talk to me this year about the Lady Byng. I don't care. Barkov,
baby! Barkov 2 years in a row!
That's a garbage trophy.
I need Barkov to win the Selkie. That's what I want. I want him to win the Selkie.
Yeah,
so,
sure.
okay, so
that's better.
Right now, I think it's time we're gonna do some predictions.
Predictions, yep. All right,
so
Alex, start on.
I'm gonna bring up like top players, what they had last year. Yeah, what they had last year, point wise. You know what I mean? And I'll say what I think.
It's time for 2 minutes with Ting Ting.
He's gonna talk about some of the topics we talked about today and
whatever.
2 minutes with TC.
Over to you.
Hey guys, this is 2 Minutes with TC. I'm TC, and it's opening night tonight. Very exciting. I feel a range of emotions, mostly positive, a little bit of nervousness. It's going to be a tough October. We'll play Tampa twice to start off. Nice to see a little grit in the preseason between the two teams. But yeah, needless to say, it's going to be a difficult start to the season. 9 away games. We'll see how Bobrovsky fares. He usually doesn't do so well at the beginning of the season, but we'll see how he does. $10 million goalie. He's got to play a lot. To talk about the forward lines, looking at the top 6. Of course, I don't think anyone's proposing that you touch the top line, but the second line, I tend to disagree with what I'm seeing right now as Connolly on that second line. I could be proven wrong. But I do like Vetrano. I think Vetrano deserved a spot in the top 6, getting 20-plus goals last year. But we'll see how Connolly works with him. I happen to think that a veteran like Connolly would do well with Borgstrom on the third line, and you just kind of switch those two, but we'll see how that plays out. As far as point predictions, I would like to see, I think the Panthers will probably get 98, 99 points. Let's go with 99. And Bobrovsky has got to prove his worth this season. He's going to be playing at least 60 games, and put him at 63 games and 99 points. How's that? I think we get the 3rd spot in the Atlantic, and you're going to see Toronto get pushed down into a wild card spot. So that's it. If I wanted to talk about playoffs real quick, I think I'd love to see us play a first round against the Lightning, or a second round. I don't see us getting out of the second round, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. Anyway, this has been 2 Minutes with TC. Back to you guys.
So we'll start with Alexander Barkov, the captain.
Okay.
I think he's gonna see before I start my predictions. I'm actually going to go a bit bold with some of them,
all right,
and then a bit bold in the bad, like actually decrease.
All right, so we were talking about MVP. What would, before you give me your prediction for his points, what would he have to do to win MVP or be like 1 and 2 with whoever? Yes, Hart. He needs Hart. Now Alexander Barkov needs to show Hart, I guess.
More points.
Like how many? Give me
I think he had a lot. Well, I'm going to predict that he's going to have about 104 points this year. So he's going to surpass his 96 last year.
Okay, that's fair. He's getting better. I would say to win the Hart Trophy, he would have to have like 110, and the Panthers would have to finish like 2nd in the division.
Like playoffs,
yeah.
and
they'd have to have like 100 and whatever points.
Like,
they'd have to have a really good year.
I would say
to
like
be considered.
his like plus minus to be really high.
Yeah.
I would say obviously he plays in every single position. PK, PP, 5-on-5,
PP.
Everything. He plays, you know what I mean? He plays everything. Last minute, first minute, everything, you know?
But they don't really look.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like that could
not
factor
taking anything
in.
away from Kucherov won last year, right? I'm pretty sure it was Kucherov. But he had 100 and something points. But they had a good team. McDavid, he always has it, but his team's ass.
But it's like MVP for your team.
It's every sport's weird with that. I don't know. So you think Barkov's going to have 104 points?
Yeah, and I'm going to say he'll either break 40 or get like 39 goals. I'm going to say his goal totals are going to go even higher. I'm going to move on to Huberdeau. And last year he had 92 points. I think he's going to take a slight drop and get 90 points this year. Dadonov, I think, is going to have, even though he's in a contract year, I think with his age going up, and last year
how old is
like
he's
he was
around
getting
30, right?
He's like 31, 32 now, I believe, or
He was
even
with us in,
higher.
like,
He might be 33,
2011 or
honestly.
whatever.
He might be 33 right now, but
I don't think he's that old. No way. Really?
but
he's.
But I'm going to say he's going to take a dip. Last year he had 70 points. I'm going to say he's going to get to 65 points this year. He's still playing on the first line.
He's still on that line, though.
Yeah, I know. But, I mean, he was on that line last year and he only had 70 points. So the thing he goes to 65.
But only
I know.
that's
I think
a
he's
lot.
going to have a little bit of a dip.
Yeah.
Hoffman, I think is going to have a little bit of a dip
too.
also.
I
think 61 points for Hoffman. He had 70 last year. 36 goals. I think he's gonna go down to like 31, which is more of his like. Well, he never even broke 30 before. Yeah. Last year was the first time he broke 30, and he blew it wide open. I know a lot of people are thinking he's gonna get 40, but I mean, what a lot of people seem to want to completely dismiss is that he is not good 5-on-5. He's basically just a power play guy. He doesn't get points really 5-on-5, and that's not. When people are like saying like, oh no, we really need to give Hoffman $7-8 million next year. I think that could be used somewhere else. Anyway. I think someone like we were making, like people were like making things like, oh, trade Line for Hoffman straight up because like all those contract talks. But I mean, it wasn't happening. But I think Line is a better player scoring wise in all situations. You know what I mean? But whatever, that doesn't matter.
And he's boys with Barkov.
Trocheck, last year he got injured. Trocheck's been on our shit list for a little bit. We like Trocheck, but I don't know. He's been
not
kind of
shit list. It's just like you see you see he has potential. It's just like, where is it?
I know. What is he
Like,
doing?
what? Yeah, what's
like
he
he was
doing with it?
injured, his leg was bad, but like why would we rush him back in a year that was pointless? But whatever, that's beside anything. Last year he ended up with 34 points, and that was in 55 games he played. I'm gonna say he's gonna have a bit of a bounce back year. Obviously, I think he's gonna have more than that 34 points. I'm gonna say he's gonna get to 68 points. I know he had 75 one year when he had that big year. I'm gonna say he's gonna get about like 24 goals, get back into the. He's not gonna hit 30, but he's gonna get into that conversation where it's like, okay, he can be our second line guy.
See, Trocheck's like, he wants to do everything himself, and that's like,
Yeah, that's
I
the
hope
problem.
they get that out of him. Like,
That's the problem. That's why it
you're
never,
a cent, like be a playmaker,
That's
not
why
just shoot,
he-
shoot, try to deke around 4 people.
So
It's
talking about that moves into my next prediction, which is my candidate for the true second line center because of these things that we talk about with Trocheck,
Oh.
and that's Henrik Borgstrom.
Oh.
I
Oh,
think he's
brother.
the second line center. I don't know if he's that now, but seeing him in preseason, he was beast. He gained I think 10 to 15 pounds over the summer and muscle, and he looks big and he looks so much more confident, and that's what I was waiting for last year
Wow, you-
because
game that much.
when he went into college, it took him a little bit of time to start dominating that league. And I knew
So
that
grow up.
he was going to be in the NHL and he would need a little bit of time to get confident. And I think this is the year.
All right.
He had the games last year.
Last year was 18 points.
He had
That's pretty
50,
weak.
50 games, 18 points. Yeah, and he
That's
had to
not
get
that
used to
great.
it. He
Yeah.
had to get used to it. And now I think he's going to come into this year. I think he's going to break 20 goals and he's going to have around 50 points. And I think by the end of the year, he's going to be our second line center. That's one of my bold
That's
predictions
the
of the day.
boldest one
And
you could have.
I don't even think it's that bold, honestly. I think anyone who's watching Borgstrom will see that. I mean, if you just look at all his steps from college and when he started, but yeah. So a newcomer, Brett Connolly, just really quick.
Yeah.
He had 46 points last year. I think he's going to get around that this year with us. I think he'll be okay. I think we're going to actually end up liking him,
Yeah,
honestly.
I don't have any opinion on him.
I think he'll have over 20 goals again. I think we'll end up
This
liking
is my
him.
Pats this year. I'm open-minded, baby. I ain't gonna bash anyone.
Okay, so really quick, defenseman. I'm just gonna rattle it off. We're just gonna go with the top 3: Yandel, Ekblad, Matheson, and then the newcomer Stroman. Yandel had 62 points last year. I'm gonna say he's gonna have around that this year. Ekblad had 37 points last year. I'm gonna say he's finally gonna take a step in the points, break 40 finally. But we'll see how his defensive play takes.
He has to have the biggest year out of all the defensemen, or I'm just like I don't know
disappointing,
what.
yeah.
Or it's a bust. I'll say it.
I don't know about that because Hedman, it took him until he was about 25, 26 until he started doing anything in Tampa, really.
Ekblad's played a lot of games.
Hedman
played
a lot of games
with us
Hedman
now.
played a lot of
I
games
know.
also. And then he just started clicking at it all of a sudden nowhere.
First overall pick. I need to see something. That's not
I
worth it yet. I hope it will be, but right now he's looking like a 10th overall. I said it.
Real. So Strawman, he played 47 games last year. He was injured. He had only 17 points. I'm going to say he's going to get back to kind of his form, which I think his highest season was 39 points. I'm going to say he's going to get about 26. It's not to form, but I think he's going to get close to 30.
Yeah.
26, I'm going to say.
I just hope they play defense. I don't care how much they. I just want them to play defense.
Yeah.
Last year the offense was clearly not the problem. It's just I don't know. What were we in goals per game last year?
A lot.
Top 7 or
Top 3.
We could have been top 5.
Goals for?
Goals for
that
per
we
game.
scored?
Yeah.
A lot. I don't know.
It was top. I don't want to be wrong. 7.
Had to. I don't know.
It was up there. I'm
good.
pretty sure. If I'm wrong,
But
I'm
goals
I'm
against
wrong.
was really low.
Goals against was bad, right?
Yeah.
Ugh. It's gonna be weird without Luongo. I'll say that. But
I think
that's the
Bobrovsky's
best.
gonna make us forget about it quick. I don't
Mm.
know. I love Luongo. He's my favorite player of all time. He's the one who
Yeah.
got me into hockey. But I'm just gonna say,
Can't
I
just
think
forget about
Bobrovsky.
him.
I think Bobrovsky's gonna make us
I mean, that's a
not forget about him, obviously. But I'm saying
That's a
Bobrovsky's
seamless
gonna make us feel
transition.
good easily.
It should be.
Easily.
king. And I think that's everything. So from the Pucking Panthers podcast, I'm Ryan.
Alex.
Go Cats.